Hi, and welcome back. I'm John Dawson. One thing about retirement caught me completely off guard. Play came back. Not hobbies, not productivity disguised as leisure. Play. It started with a $30 disc golf starter pack. My son was coming to visit me in Austin, just the two of us. A few weeks together, no itinerary, no big plans, just time. A week before he arrived, I saw a disc golf basket in someone's backyard. Something about it stirred an old memory. I had written off the game years earlier, but the image stuck. So on a whim, I ordered the cheapest starter pack I could find off of Amazon. Maybe we'll try this, I thought. Understatement of the century. The moment he landed, we were off. Met Center, Roy G. Guerrero Park, Zilker, Circle C, Steeplechase. We hit every course within driving distance, sometimes twice a day. No tee times, no reservations, no dress code. Just dusty trails and two guys chasing plastic through the woods like golden retrievers. We laughed like idiots. He aced a 50-foot putt with the worst form I've ever seen. I double bogeyed a short hole because I couldn't stop giggling at his run-up. We sprinted down fairways, took wild lines, celebrated like we'd won something monumental. It was, quite honestly, one of the best weeks of my life. But here's the part I didn't expect. It wasn't just fun. It was healing. Life had created some distance between us. Not dramatic, just the slow drift that happens when things get hard. But out there, under the Texas oak canopy, everything softened. There was no fixing, no heavy conversations, just throws, walks, and shared silence. The rhythm of the game became the rhythm of our reconnection. And that week did something permanent to me. I didn't just find a new hobby. I remembered something. Disc golf felt like an off-ramp from corporate life. Corporate life was structured, measured, polished. Rules inside of rules inside of rules. It required precision and stamina and constant evaluation. Disc golf was rugged, was loose and alive. There was no cart girls, no club dudes, no one pretending they're better than they are. Just trees, dirt, wind, a disc, and a throw. And when I walk the course now, I notice things I would have missed before retirement. The tree canopy overhead, birdsong in the background, the smell of wet earth after rain, the way the wind shifts between holes, the sound of the disc ripping out of your hand, clean and true. It's visceral, it's embodied, it's alive. There's something primal about the throw itself. The coiling of your torso, the uncoiling, turning breath into motion. It's aggressive and gentle at the same time. You're not dominating nature, you're reading it. You adapt to the wind, the trees, the slope. It feels less like sport and more like communion. I've hiked hundreds of miles of the Appalachian Trail. I've led wilderness trips. I've slept on rocks in the rain and thought, this is what it means to be alive. Disc golf gives me a taste of that in an hour on a Tuesday afternoon. And here's what makes it sweeter. It happens midweek, nearly every day, rain or shine. 45-year-old me would have looked at this version of myself throwing discs on a Wednesday morning and thought one of two things. Either, well, that's irresponsible, or I wish. Back then, play had to be earned, scheduled, squeezed into vacation days. It existed in the margins. Now, it exists in the center. Do I ever feel slightly ridiculous playing? Absolutely. A fully grown man celebrating like a child because a piece of plastic found chains in the woods? But that ridiculousness makes it even better. There's freedom in not taking yourself so seriously. Retirement gave me time, but disc golf, it gave me permission. Permission to move again. Permission to sprint, to laugh out loud in public, to not optimize everything. It also reawakened something older. After high school, I hiked long sections of the Appalachian Trail. I even studied recreation management. I led wilderness camps. And being outdoors was my first love long before corporate success entered the picture. And somewhere along the way, that part of me went quiet. Not dead, just dormant. But now it's coming back. In 2027, my wife and I are planning something we call 27 in 27. 27 national parks in 1 year. We'll be overlanding across the country in my Lime Rush 4Runner. Ultralight backpacks, packed for backcountry nights. That's not productivity, that's play. That's wonder. And here's the unexpected truth. Play isn't childish, it's restorative. It reconnects you to motion, to dirt, to sky, to the part of you that existed before career ambition and performance metrics. Retirement didn't make me less serious, it made me lighter. And lighter, I've discovered, is not the opposite of strong. It's the opposite of burdened. If this resonates, I'd love to hear what play looks like in your life. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying these conversations, consider subscribing or giving this a thumbs up. Thanks for being here. I'm really glad that you stopped by. And as always, thank you for tuning in to John Dawson Retirement.